didn't bring it. No. Hey, we are in different locations. Tammy's back in Wisconsin. Rita's still in Arizona. And we're going to breaking the habit of being yourself and think a new thought might sound like something you've never heard of before. But if you feel like you want to make a difference, you want to create something better in your life, and you're noticing you're living on autopilot, that's what we do. We bring you videos to help you do that.
That's right. We know that we all want a good thought. We know that we want to feel good. We know that we just don't want this chaos or this stuff hitting the fan all the time. And so we know down deep inside that you can actually pull that out. You actually have that available. And these resources will allow you to make total, complete peace with you and others, and maybe even making the world a better place. So yeah, if your thoughts are making you upset, if your thoughts are making you sad, if your thoughts are making you pissed off, livid, anger, resentment, if these thoughts are doing what they're doing, can we just stop for a second and acknowledge that we are having thoughts? We're not creating the thoughts, right? Unconsciously, you had an autonomic program that has been fired and wired together that automatically comes. Your body already knows how to feel that thought. You probably don't, your body is probably already creating it because your body is a representation of what you think.
Exactly. And there's power in that because without that ability, that means we're powerless. So if you're capable of thinking a new thought, then you're capable of changing not only your reactions, your responses, and the way you feel about yourself, but you're capable of changing your physiology.
Totally. Yes. Because the thoughts that you have will dictate what your brain's going to do with that thought. It's going to release chemicals. These chemicals are going to be either happy chemicals or they're going to be stress magnets, stress chemicals. So, and look, we needed to have those thoughts sometime in the past, a long time ago. You needed that thought because that thought was going to keep you active. It was going to keep you alert, and it was going to have you survive your environment, have you survive your whatever, your time, your event, you're getting yelled at or whatever it was that was happening. That thought helped you out. But look, we know as brain trainers that is no longer needed.
Right.
You don't need that thought. We need to update and upgrade old memories so you can have new protocols, new code of actions. And one of the ways you can do it is how, Tammy? Change your thought.
Exactly. And it's, a lot of people are like, that sounds so cliche. It sounds so easy. So the first thing is that, you need to know you're having this thought, right? So it's a thought and it feels like it comes in. That's how it felt for me. It was like, here's the thought and I can't stop it. And I need to think and think. Like I was focused on that thought to try to help myself out of it if I could figure it out. And so the more I focused on that thought, the more I became wound up on this, what people call the hamster wheel. If you've been feeling like you're on the hamster wheel, it is directly because this thought keeps running the same pattern and keeps producing the same physiology, those stress chemicals that Rita was talking about. And so what do we do if we want the hamster off the wheel? We had to stop the wheel. So the stop stress technique is below for you. It's just a quick little hack. It's a little gimmick. It's a trick for your brain to stop the wheel and then give yourself some direction. It's the quickest little opportunity for you to say, I'm going to direct my brain over here. And it's really beneficial when you have these things that you think are like, well, it's a thought. I'm not in control of it, but it's inside your head. So we want to empower you to be in control of it.
Yep. And when you do the stress stop technique, what it's going to do, it's going to interrupt that fight, flight, and freeze. It's going to interrupt it. You're going to be more conscious. You're going to be more conscious, coherent, and available. You will make the decisions consciously and not the autonomic part of you. So break that habit, and you will break the physiology of your body so your body can relax and you can think. Because what happens when you're angry? You go blank, you go crazy, you go this, you go that. So what happens when you're being dominated by that thought? I'm not good enough. I'm afraid. I'm not capable. That is driving your body. So it's a hack right now, but really it's a way you can get your power back. It's a way you can gain more power until you can know, like, oh, here's a thought. Oh, here's another thought. Oh, here's another thought. And you can keep breaking unless you want the thought. If you want that thought, then you're fine. Don't stop it. Make it bigger. So just make sure it's 10 times more exciting than the thought that you're having. So whatever that means to you. I like doing squats. Tammy likes looking at fun pictures in her head. What else?
Yeah. Songs, jumping jacks, physical, getting outside and looking at nature, looking up, counting backwards, spelling words backwards. So what happens is that side of our brain is the right side. It's the side that's emotional and reactive, and it's responding from that auto program. We want to go switch our brain over to the left side. So switch that little flip, switch over to the logical, the thinking, the clear. And when we do that, sometimes we can use numbers or spelling backwards or something that's going to cause us to think, right? And then we can direct our thought to those good feelings, like a happy memory or something that just makes you feel good, a puppy or a kitty or something that you enjoy, and give yourself those feelings. The thought, and have a new thought. Is that what the title was? Have a new thought. That's your opportunity as soon as you've interrupted it. So when I talked about the wheel that felt like it was taking over my mind and I was thinking all the time, when I interrupt it with something like jumping jacks, squats, music, something else, then I quickly take that opportunity to tell my brain, you're going to think about sunshine. You're going to think about the ocean. You're going to think about a puppy, because that's my opportunity to create that new thought.
Yes, exactly. So breaking the habit of being yourself and think a new thought. For you to think a new thought, just imagine that hamster wheel. And like Tammy says, you're going to stick your finger in that metal. It might hurt a little bit. No, just kidding. Right? But you're...
Go.
What happened?
I said it feels a lot better than letting it just rev up and get yourself into a panic attack. Prevent that from happening by get that, capture it and send it in a different direction.
Yeah. So even if you have that thought, stick your metaphoric finger in your metaphoric hamster wheel and just stop, do the stress technique and get excited about something more fun, redirect, leave your environment, go somewhere else, change it. Because you break the habit of being yourself physically, mentally, emotionally. You start doing that. So Great being with you guys. You know what to do.
You are empowered to do this for yourself. Nobody else actually controls your thoughts. I want to make that really clear, because what I felt when I thought someone else was doing this to me, so I had to think this, is I lost all self-empowerment for running my own brain and body. And so be sure that we are empowering you. We think you're worthy, and we know you're perfectly capable of doing it. It takes practice. Build that muscle, right?
Yep.
Great. All right. So you can share, how am I supposed to say it? Like, share, and subscribe. I have to say it the way Priella tells me to, the way the professionals tell us to do it. Like, share, and subscribe. And really, there's a lot of people out there overthinking the stuff going on right now, right? Like, there's war and there's a pandemic and there's these things going on that that we want to be able to control ourselves and move into a thought that's going to benefit us and our family and the loved ones, right? That's all we have is right now. So perfect. And lastly, click the notification